She's smiling at you like that because she's got you, right? I mean, come on. Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. Welcome in. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all the social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to support the channel. We appreciate every single one of you. And the merchandise store. Now, this is Arch Enemy. They're back. They've got another one for the new album. This one's called Handshake with Hell. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Sounds very dangerous. But lately, all their videos have been very dangerous, the theming and everything else. But the last video we did where we reacted to Arch Enemy, I was really appreciative of the unique style of guitar solos they were throwing in, which I enjoyed the curveballs. I really, really did. I enjoyed the variants. So let's see what they change up this time. Who knows? Maybe they just start up right where they left off. I'm seeing spikes on pants, which is always a good sign. I mean, unless she's your girlfriend, then that's problematic all the way around. So, here we go. That's an intro. That's a legit intro. Working through scales. Fire! It's a very elemental look, okay? Because you have darkness and then extremely bright light. So you have the contrast of there. And then what appears to be snow falling in the background, we get fires coming up. So it's like it's complete opposites at the same time. So it's the epitome of epicness. We're just going to say that out there.
Wow, come along to the killing grounds. It's execution day. The grip of 1,000 hands. Squeeze the life from supremacy. And after all is said and done, when the doctor lays the dawn, walk your path towards the reaper. Then the hell is of the people.
We're going to play that section back again. I'm going to go back a few seconds so we don't cut off the section I just stopped it on. Couple of thoughts. Number one, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. This is very traditional metal feeling. The chording progression is classic metal, going all the way back to the early 80s. It's just standard stuff. But when you do it properly, it's still awesome. And it's nostalgic yet current. she has, to this day, she's still one of my favorite metal singers, because it's so unassuming. Right now, it's really a renaissance for female singers in metal. Well, any part in metal, whether it be the drummers, the guitarists, the bass players, the singers, it doesn't matter. Around the world, women are kind of taking over metal, or at least kind of balancing the scales, which is about time. But anytime I see her sing and she comes off with that growl she has, it doesn't match her look. She doesn't look like you'd walk up to her okay, let's say she just put on a t-shirt, some jeans, some tennis shoes, she put herself in a ponytail, it's a day off, she's hanging out, and she walked up to, and you ran into her by accident in the pasta and spaghetti sauce aisle at your local grocery store, and your cart bumped hers. She's not going to go, get out of the way. She's going to be like, oh my God, sorry. Hey, my bad. She'd just be like anybody else. But when she comes off with that growl, and it's not just a growl, it is a harsh vocal, and it's aggressive, and it's a battle shout, and then she shifts off into that rich melodic tone she has. It's a great balance. We're seeing in the new Ginger album, you see a lot more of Tatiana's soulful side and her soft vocals, her standard melodic vocals. Whereas in the previous albums, it was so much harshness from Tatiana. She's balancing out really, really well too. And so you're seeing the balance. There's been a lot of Arch Enemy songs where she just harsh vocals through the whole thing. And those are the ones I don't like as much. I like to hear a combination of both her harsh vocal and her melodic vocal. Now, it's completely up to her and the band which vocal she uses. Hey, it's their music. But I do like this format where she can go between the two and you get to enjoy both vocal stylings that she has. This song, compared to the last one, is much more formatted. And what I mean by it's much more traditional style metal. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus. We're coming into a bridge now. And the chorus has a unique sound that makes it obviously you could tell that it's the chorus because she changes her vocal tone. She goes to the melodic tone versus the harsh tone. Also, for those who are wondering, a perfect incorporation of the epic metal voice dub, where you can hear her harmonized to her own voice, where she's recorded this multiple times, and they're layering her vocal to give it that epicness. It's just something that metal does better than almost any genre. Because in metal, you don't want a clear tone sound in a vocal. It just doesn't match up with the immensity of the music. So whereas if you're playing jazz or blues and you want to hear just that singular voice and just the texture of that voice as it melodically touches you into the thing. In metal, you want this one person to have an echo and an effect in the voice to where it sounds like two or three of this woman, and they're just literally overwhelming you with vocal power. That's just the way metal vocals are done. When bands don't do this, you can tell, and you're like, what's off on this? You're not doing this. That classic vocal dubbing where you have the layers of vocals in a chorus add to it's just a step up. It's like I've told a couple of people in the last couple of reactions to metal songs that I've told you. It's like hitting an overdrive pedal on a guitar. It just elevates, it just boosts the sound up for that guitar solo, but it's with a vocal. It just really just helps the texture. When they go to do live performances, luckily they put a lot of effects, whether it be a delay or an echo, sometimes a choir effect on there, to where when they get up there, they can just go for it, and it sounds fine. So yeah, but nobody really does it as good as her for the style that they're doing, that epic traditional metal style. Loving everything about this. It's so classic. It's so 80s. It just reminds me of when they first came out. Of course, she wasn't the singer then, but it's just classic. And there's just something good about the classics when they're done right. Yeah, it's a new song, but it's done in an old school way, which technically, according to that, I'm going to love. They're not done. This is like a Master of Puppets segue. Yes! Where it drops off into something really melodic. Yeah. Wow. All right. You got to subscribe to that. You got to subscribe to that. All right. And the thing about it is we did House of Mirrors. That was one of our last ones we did. I love that one. We did Deceiver. I love that one. This is so far my favorite Arch Enemy song. This one is easily my most favorite. Now, I do this every time. I go to the video before and I unsubscribe to the band. So that way I could do this at the end and go, hey, make sure you subscribe right there, you know? I was already subscribed. When she changed to this look, I was like, wow. Okay. My biggest problem with metal is that bands have a tendency to sit in a rut and they don't get creative. And they just sit on their laurels and they just keep pushing out the same shit all the time. For me, this here, just like Dagobah, just like Ginger's Wallflower album, just like so many bands coming out of COVID lockdowns and stuff these last 2 years, some of their most creative stuff yet. And Arch Enemy's doing it too. This is the most complete song I've heard from them in a long time. It check marks every single box. Variances in the vocal performance, a great dynamic, a shift change out of nowhere that you don't expect. Nobody expected after you do a build-up on a bridge to dump out into a soft, melodic, ethereal portion that then suddenly pops off into a rapid-fire guitar solo. Now, have they done it before? Yes. Have they done it lately? Not like this. This is a unique feel. So, Arch Enemy's coming out of the 2 years of lockdowns the way a lot of other bands are doing it. They're stepping up their game. And I like that. That smile she's giving right there, yeah. I said before, her smile will make you believe that she's owning your ass. I'm going to say right now, yeah, I think she's got you. This is all around great for me. I absolutely love this song. I would go see Arch Enemy so I could check it off my box, off the bucket list, because I haven't seen them live yet. I would buy a ticket to go see them just for that reason. But if it wasn't for that, I would buy a ticket just to hear this song live. It's that good of a song. It has everything you want in an experience. It's a perfect story told. Now, here's the thing. You know how many of the vocals and lyrics I listened to in this song? I think I heard Handshake with Hell like twice. Most of the time I was listening to the arrangement and the musical composition the whole time and the way it was laid out and that. So I didn't catch the lyrics that much. But musically, the storytelling is exactly what you want. It's got power. It's got a story arc. It's got the lull to draw you in like, hey, what's going here? What's going on? And all of a sudden, boom, you get knocked back at the end with that guitar solo and that reprisal. That was excellent musical storytelling. Great musicianship, classic looks. Look, it is so 80s metal. It's so traditional, big metal. Stadium rock metal, you know, with the fires and the studded things. I mean, come on. At the beginning of the song, she was wearing this top that was multicolored rainbow, and I was thinking, how many unicorns had to die for that top? And then I realized I don't give a shit. It's a great looking outfit. Yeah, some of it's campy, but that's metal though. For people who don't understand metal, all the spikes and leather and fire and stuff is campy. It's ridiculous, but that's metal. And for some people, it's great. Best part about it is, it's all part of the story. And the story is told by Arch Enemy. And this story is told perfectly. My name is OldSkuleNerd. This was Arch Enemy, Handshake with Hell. Please sure to subscribe to their channel. Gonna try to catch these guys when they go out on tour next. I think I missed them last time, but I'm not gonna miss them on the next one. This is a show you gotta see, because if I've heard many times that Arch Enemy's live shows are just as big as their videos, and if that's the case, hold on to your butts. Yeah, I think this is my favorite Arch Enemy of all time. It has everything you want. Perfectly done.